For this demonstration, I will be showing you how to graph the share price of a company against the market index or other peer companies. So the first step is to click onto the dialog box at the top of the screen so that I can start entering a command, and I'm going to pull up the name of a company. So let's start with ANZ. Now I can begin by typing in the first three letters of the company or the full name of the company, and then just select with my mouse the company itself, and this will give me a list of tools that I can use to analyse this business in more detail. The one that I'm looking for is GP, or line chart, so I can either get into this by clicking on GP or typing in GP and pressing enter. Now that I have the chart, this is giving me 12 months of history of the ANZ share price. I can adjust the period of history by either changing the dates up here or selecting one of these ranges. So I can say I'm interested in a 5-year share price history by clicking on 5 years. Now from here I'm going to want to compare ANZ against the market index, the ASX 200. What you'll see at the top of the screen is a compare button. Click compare and it will bring up this dialog box, and this dialog box allows you to enter another company or a market index. AS51 index corresponds to the ASX 200, but if you wanted to enter something else, you can just type it in here. So let's just go back to first principles and type in ASX 200, and you'll see it's giving me a list of the ASX 200 related indices, and I'm going to choose back to ASX 200. Underneath you'll see a couple of options. Firstly, to add ASX 200 as a new overlaid data series, certainly we want to do that, and then secondly, whether we want to normalise that. So if we do choose to normalise it, it's going to base them both to a common factor, either to factor 100, or if we select appreciation, it's going to base it to 0. So let's start it at 100, and from here I'll need to click update. So what you'll see now is that both of the indices have been entered onto the chart, and you'll see the relative outperformance corresponding to a base of 100. And the way to interpret this chart is that from base 100 over this 5-year period, the ASX 200 is now at an index level of 120, and ANZ is at 132, so therefore it's increased by 32% on a price basis. Now I can continue to add multiple securities in the same way. So if I wanted to add one of the other banks, for example Commonwealth Bank, I would just need to select compare again. This time I'm going to type in Commonwealth, select the security, and select update. So we now have the third security on this chart. Now if I want to export this data and access it outside of the Bloomberg environment, I can do so by right clicking on the body of the chart, selecting copy export options, and copy the data or the image to the clipboard. If I copy the data to the clipboard, I'll be able to paste that as a time series into an email or into Excel, and that's now downloaded all of the information that was contained in that chart. In the same way, if I wanted to take this image and copy that into another format, I'll do the same, copy export options, copy image to clipboard, and then paste that entire image to the Excel document.